What is up, world? You are in tune to the KnoitAllZ podcast. And of course, it's our pick 'em week, man. We got to pick 'em. And last week, somebody had a rabbit's foot in their pocket. Won't say who. I mean, they had a rabbit's foot in their pocket. You got to give him credit where credit is due. He has the crown for this week. For last week, it was Big G at 10-5-1. Big G, how you feeling about that 10-5-1 record, man?
Man, I just got to know one thing, man. How come every time when I do something good, it's a rabbit's foot? But when y'all do it, it's skill. That sounds like some bias to me, dog. That sounds like some straight up bias to me.
Hey, man, Big G, what it is, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you got a rabbit foot. I think it's just that broken clock theory.
Yeah, so it's right once a day. You know what I'm saying? Blind, even a blind squirrel find a nut from one time to the other. It just is what it is. You know
we gonna see when I get this trophy, dog. We gonna see when I get the belt. We'll see about that blind squirrel and all that other mess y'all talking about.
You had the belt.
When I got the belt.
Okay, got it. Look, me and Tate at Tate Boy Fresh. You see our Instagrams and definitely our Twitter handles right there. We were 7, 8, and 1 respectively. I mean, it was a whole bunch of trickery in the NFL this week, and definitely we back at it like a crack at it, like we never left. And this week, man, we've got the first game on the agenda tomorrow. Well, tonight. Well, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. By the time we put this up, you'll see this tomorrow. Thursday night's game. We're going to start with Thursday night's game, Los Angeles Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to stay with my gut, man, and I'm not going to pick against Patty Mahomes. I'm going to definitely stay with Patty Mahomes. Who you got, G?
Man, give me the Los Angeles Chargers and a runoff field goal, 24-21. And Justin Herbert grows up a little bit in front of our face and leads him down on a drive to get the game-winning field goal. L.A. Chargers.
G with the Chargers. Who you got, Tate? Who you got in this game?
Man, if Keenan Allen was playing, I would take the Chargers. But I think it's going to be a factor. So Patty Mahomes looked really, really, really hot last week. I'm gonna stick with Patrick Mahomes. So give me KC.
Yeah, I definitely learned my lesson from not picking him last week. I'm definitely gonna not make the same mistake. And the thing we have is the Pittsburgh Steelers against the New England Patriots. Man, so we got the Patriots at the Steelers. So yeah, they're coming to y'all place. I stick with the Steel Curtain. I'm going with Steel Curtain.
Give me Pittsburgh Steelers and then Black Air Force Ones to get the victory and kick Bill Belichick right up out of our stadium. Let's go Steelers. Let's go Pittsburgh.
You don't even know the name of the stadium.
Nah, because they changed it. They changed it from PNC to Hines. Heck, I know it's Steeler Nation. That's all I know. It's black and gold everywhere. That's all I need to know. Let's get it in.
Accurate. But go ahead, keep it moving, man. You know, I got them boys.
I hear you. And then we have the Panthers at the New York Giants. Carolina Panthers at the New York Giants. Look, Baker, I bet on you. I put it on you last time, and I went away from the Giants, but guess what I'm going to do again? I'm going to ride with the Panthers. I'm going to stay away from the Giants. I hate the Giants. I hope all the things in life happen to the Giants and only the Giants. And I'm
going to
pick them.
Hey, man, ain't you kind of tore with that because Baker's a Sooner and the Giants is the Giants? Ain't you kind of tore?
I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll take a Sooner over a Giant any day. That is what it is. That is what it is.
For all our fans out there in KnoitAllZ world, let me just explain something. Mod is allowing that bias to manipulate his picks, man.
You got to put it so we can see it.
Oh, I thought y'all could. There you go.
Yeah, I was seeing it now. Yeah.
New York Football Giants with the victory, starting off the season 2-0. Saquon running downhill with them Giant boys. Give them 2-0.
All right, G got the Giants. Who we got, Tate?
Man, it's tough, man. This is a tough game. I'm gonna roll Carolina Panthers again too, man.
Yeah, we got to roll the dice. Shake it the dice. We got to do it, man. Next game we got the Jets, New York Jets, going against the Browns, and Jets at the Browns. Man, I'm going with the Browns, man. Jacoby Brissett actually got it done last week, and the running game helped him out a lot. So I think it's going to be the same thing. So let's go Browns. Who you got, G?
Yeah, I'm going with the Cleveland too. The Jets ain't gonna be right until Zach Wilson gets up off the bench, man. And with Joe Flacco playing quarterback, nah, he's not beating Cleveland because you thought Baker Mayfield got punished by Myles Garrett. Oh my God, Joe Flacco might get knocked out the game, and the third string quarterback be in there. So give me them Brownies to get the victory against the Jets.
All right, and Tate, who you got in this game?
I gotta go with the Browns, man. You know I ain't gonna slow y'all up.
All right. So we have the Colts at the Jaguars. Last week, man, the Colts surprised me, man, and they let the Houston Texans come back. So I guess either the Texans are not as bad as we thought, or the Colts are worse. But on the flip side of this coin, the Jaguars played a good game to the fourth, and they hung in there. But I still got to go with the Colts. I feel like Matty Ice is going to get it done. So I'm going to go with the Colts in this one. Who you got, G?
I like the game plan for the Indianapolis Colts, but I'm going to surprise y'all. I think that Trevor Lawrence finally stops laying eggs and gets a victory. So I'm going to pick the upset-minded Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow, okay. That's a good one. Who you got here, Tate boy?
Man, the Colts, remember they lost that game last year in Jacksonville. Last game of the year cost them the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I think they had lost like 3 in a row in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, man, I'm going to take the Colts.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
He set that one up. I love it. I love it. And who we got now? We have the Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is a hard game to pick, right? The Dolphins showed out last week. Tua he did his thing, you know. The 2 receivers he got both showed up, Hill and Waddle. But man, I'm gonna tell you, ain't nobody beating that boy down there, man. Devin Duvernay has another good game.
Think Big G. You see the bias? You hear the bias?
Yeah,
you know where Duvernay from.
Yeah.
I already know.
Duvernay had another good. He's gonna have another good game, and I'm gonna tell you, Edwards is gonna have a good game. I think the running game starts to show itself in this victory, and I picked Baltimore. Who you got, G?
So let me explain something to you about the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens struggle when speed is on the field. Keep that in mind for the rest of the season for the Pick'ems. When there's speed at the 11 personnel, Baltimore Ravens struggle. Guess who's got the fastest 11 personnel in the NFL? The Miami Football Dolphins. So I'm picking the Miami Dolphins for the victory against the Baltimore Ravens.
And one of they starting best 3 DBs got hurt for the year.
Yep.
The kid used to play for Chicago. What's his name? Kyle Fuller.
Yep.
So who we got, Tate?
Who G took?
He took Miami.
Miami Dolphins.
Okay, I got Baltimore, man. I think the AFC North going undefeated this week. That's a prelude to a later pick. We already picked Pittsburgh and Cleveland, so you know what it is.
You know what this latter pick is. So we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that will be going to New Orleans to fight it out with the Saints. Definitely, man, this is a hard game to pick, but I'm gonna go with the best quarterback to ever play the game of football, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get this done. I don't see no late game heroics from Winston. TB12 is gonna get this one done. It's gonna be over with early.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's only 2 teams Tom Brady struggles with, and one of them is the New Orleans Saints. Tom Brady traditionally does not beat the Saints or plays horrible against the New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints finally woke up out of their coma after halftime and started playing football in a battle with the Atlanta Falcons. But give me the New Orleans Saints in the upset, man, over TB12. Give me them Saint boys, man, for the victory.
All right. And Tate, who you got, man?
Man, Big G is right. Must be that time on the clock. But the Saints do give Tom Brady problems. that defense is just always gets to them. Another week, the offense is going to be a little more polished, I think, for New Orleans. I'm gonna pick the Saints, man. I'm pick Jameis coming back beating his old team. I don't think he got to play him last year because he got hurt before they played. So I think he's gonna come back and take his old team out.
Love it, man. We have the Commanders versus the Lions. Last week the Commanders, they barely escaped. They got by and they won. Last week the Lions offense woke up against Philly late. I'm gonna be the sucker that picks Detroit twice. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Detroit versus everybody. Detroit in this game over the Washington Commanders. Who you got, G?
Man, give me the Washington Commanders. Just for this reason and this reason only. For the first time in God knows how long, the Detroit Lions are the favorite on the spread to win the game. It's been years since Detroit was the favorite. So for that reason and that reason alone, give me the Washington Commanders for the victory, man.
All right.
I picked Philly last week because I'm a Jalen Hurts fan and I want Philly to go ahead and run away with that division. So one of us know-it-alls can be real quiet. So that's why I picked Philly last week. But this week, I'm going to take the Detroit Lions. I'm a Hard Knocks fan, man. Eminem was on there. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, I'm taking Detroit, man, at home in the Dome. I think they can pull it out.
I think so, too. Then we have the Seahawks versus the 49ers in the Mediocre Bowl. I'm going to say no Jameis. What's the quarterback name?
Trey Lance.
Not Trey Lance for Seattle.
Geno.
Yeah, we ain't going to have no Geno celebration. We celebrated last week. If you didn't see the celebration, it was, yeah. It won't be none of those Geno celebrations. It's definitely going to be the 49ers in this game. I picked the 49ers at home. Who you got, G?
Man, Geno, man, just couldn't find Lockett or Metcalf to save his life in that game, man.
You lucky because of it.
Yeah, but I think that
you snuck away a fantasy win because of it.
I'll take all of them. It don't matter.
Hey,
but I think that the 49ers are not going to lay an egg twice. They played in a monsoon last week in Chicago, man. I mean, it was like torrential rain, which later on hit me here in Ohio. So I got the 49ers for the victory against Seattle, man.
All right. And Tate, who do you got?
Once again, man, I got to root for Trey Lance, my fantasy quarterback, man. So
fantasy quarterback.
That's the reason I'm going for the 49ers, man.
That's my quarterback, man.
That's famously said by one Terrell Owens. Talking about Tony Romo.
Yeah. Listen, man, this game is interesting only because of the simple facts that the Rams are 0-1. So it's the LA Rams, it's the Falcons at the LA Rams. And I'm going to tell you, they get off that skid real quick against these Falcons. I think, finally, you're going to see the Falcons offense open up a smidge, but that's going to be in the third and fourth quarter. I think the game be over with by then. Hopefully, Allen Robinson can catch some passes. If not, he is definitely going to be dropped on a lot of people's fantasy team because he underachieved last week. All we saw was Cooper Kupp. So, yeah. But I'm still going with the Rams. Rams defense is too good. Who you got, G?
The Rams in a squeaker. I think Atlanta keeps it close with Cordell Patterson running the ball. I think they're going to find Kyle Pitts coming across, running maybe a seam route or something like that. So the game's going to be closer to the fourth quarter. But give me the Rams and the squeaker.
Ooh, squeaker.
Keep it moving. Rams.
And we have the next game. We have the Raiders hosting the Cardinals. Another hard game. This is a definitely difficult game because I look at it, the Cardinals are trying to get back up and the Raiders definitely trying to get back up. But you know what? I think the Raiders got more of the goods to give out. So I'm gonna definitely go with the Raiders on this pick, man. It's in Vegas, and I think that they're gonna go ahead and make a show out of it and make a show out of the Cardinals. Who you got, G?
Give me the Raiders. Until D Hop and until Rondale Moore get healthy for Arizona, they're gonna struggle. It's a one-man show out there, Hollywood Brown, man. So Hollywood Brown to Kyler Murray, yeah, but until they get those other guys back, nah, it's gonna be some struggling going on in Arizona. So give me the Raiders.
All right, and Tate, who you got?
Man, I deal with a Raiders fan every single day. I hear his mouth every single day. I don't want to hear. He had to be quiet this past week, and I bet on the Chargers.
Chargers, yeah.
And he bet on the Bengals, so I won a quick $100. But I'm taking the Cardinals, man. Just I can't freaking go for the Raiders, man. Give me the Cardinals.
Okay, all right. So that's a reason. That's definitely a reason right there. Next one we have
Bias part two. Bias part two.
The next one we have the Houston Texans at the Denver Broncos. They're having to go up there in that definite atmosphere and play Russie, who's probably not happy for losing to that Seattle team. And literally, they shouldn't have lost. They 2 fumbles on the goal line. That's something that's going to mess this up. But I'm going with the Broncos. Davis Mills is going to be good. Davis Mills is going to be a good quarterback, decent. And, that offense is looking decent, but I still got to go with the Broncos. Russie and Boomball, he's going to throw it around a little bit, and they're going to tear that secondary up. So I'm going Russie to Broncos.
I like Russie too, but I'm going to tell you something. There's something that scares me about the Denver Broncos. They can't stop the run. Denver, I watched the entire game, and that Rashard Penny was killing Denver against the run. And guess what Houston brings to the table? A big old running back named Pierce, just like Rashard Penny. So that scares me about that game. But Russie's not dropping 2 straight. Give me the Broncos, man.
Yeah. All right. And
come on, man. Keep it moving. Give me the Broncos. And if you want a fancy tidbit, if they're available, pick up the Broncos defense.
Oh, I like it. Wow. I like it. All right. So we have the Bengals versus the Cowboys. I am, Dak is out. And we got Cooper Rush in. Listen, man, I will hope against hope that Cooper could pull it out. The Bengals won't score a lot. Defense is going to hold them, but still got to go with the Bengals, man. Definitely got to go with the Bengals at this point. I would love to see my Cowboys pull it out. I would love to be wrong on this pick, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bengals.
You chose against the Dallas Cowboys and the Cowboys to start out the season 0-2?
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's coming around, ladies and gentlemen. He's out of that coma. For sure. The Bengals in a blowout. Joe Brady hits them boys for about 5 touchdowns. They go blow Dallas doors off. 35-17 Bengals.
Joe Burrow.
Hey, Let me ask you a question. You want to put more corner time on that?
Did the Bengals blow them out?
That 35-14 game, you want to put more corner time on that?
We'll see.
No, we can do it right now because that'll erase your corner time.
Big G, just give him 2 touchdowns.
Give him two touchdowns. Yeah, I'll take 2 touchdowns.
I think that's fair. 35-14 is excessive, but 2 touchdowns is fair.
Yeah, I'll give him 2. I'll give him 2 touchdowns. I'll give you 4.
All right, so this would erase your last little piece of corner time. So we got corner time on that game. It won't be a blowout. But you picked the Bengals. Go ahead, Tate.
Come on, man. Give me Joey B, man. That's all. I mean, he played bad last week against Pittsburgh. I think Michael Parsons get to him a couple times, but that Dallas just don't got enough. You got to worry about Joe Mixon. T. Higgins gonna be back. Those receivers. It could get ugly. If I was betting the corner time, I'd give you 14.2.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got that. So we have the Bears at the Packers. Definitely Aaron Rodgers was on the snide, but he's going to have Lazard back. Lazard back in the lineup. He did practice. I think he practiced today. He hadn't practiced before, but he practiced today. So with Lazard being back, I don't think Christian Watson misses another open pass like that ever again in life. I believe that Aaron Rodgers probably took him to his locker and dunked his head into a pail of water until he told him he'll never drop a ball again. So yeah, I'm going with the Packers.
I like the Packers too, but it's going to be closer than what you think. I think Justin Fields, and I said this off camera, and I mean it. Out of that draft class of Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Matt Jones, and Trey Lance, the guy's Justin Fields. They just got to get him pieces. But he ain't got enough to beat the Packers. The Packers are going to win.
Yep. And who you got, Tate?
Oh, man, I'm this close to taking Chicago, man. But Chicago is payday team, so I can't fool with them. So give me the Packers.
Definitely going to take the Packers. This other one, I just don't think. This is my surprise blowout of the week. I think that the Bills are going to blow the doors off of the Titans. No need to elaborate. I got the Bills over the Titans. Who you got, Tate? Who you got, Sean?
Hey, did you see Derrick Henry get popped in that game against the New York Giants, man? That boy got exploded on. So I think Trey Edmonds watched that film and he sat down on that highlight and probably was like, yeah, I'm going to hit him worse. So give me I think the Bills is going to be hard to beat all season, man. The Bills might be looking at a 13-4, 14-3 type record. They're going to be hard to beat. So give me the Bills, man.
All right. And Tate, who do you got in this game?
The way they looked last week, man, I got to take Buffalo, man. I can't fool around and gamble on Ryan Tannehill.
And then we have the Monday night game, which is another one of my, I think, games that's going to be lopsided.
They both Monday nights though, just double header.
Yeah, oh, that was the other Monday night game. The other Monday night game, and it's Monday. I'm just going to tell y'all, hey, the Vikings are for real. Whatever you think and whatever you're not thinking, you better just get it together. The Vikings, Jordan Jefferson, you got the running game with Cook. They are for real, man. So I'm going with the Vikings over the Eagles, even though it is in Philly. Who you got, G?
Eagles. Eagles. Give me the Eagles. They're going to scheme for Jordan Jefferson, man. Trust and believe. They're going to make Dalvin Cook beat them. They're not going to let Jordan Jefferson come out there and get no 180-something yards receiving.
They let Swift did it. They left Swift actually. Swift ain't gonna beat him himself.
I feel him. But they're going to count on. They're going to give it to Dalvin Cook to beat him. So I like the Eagles at home. Jalen Hurts, come on, man. Don't let me down because I think Jalen, you gonna prove that you're really a good quarterback. So let's go with them Eagles, man.
All right, and tell you who you got, man, in this game.
I got man. I agree with you. I think the Vikings are good this year. And I think they got all the pieces. They picked up Ladarius Smith on defense from Green Bay, the edge rusher, to go with the forgot the other guy they got along the line. But no, they got Harrison Smith back there in the secondary. They really good. But I think they're gonna win the North. I don't think they're gonna win this game. And because again, I'm marching Philly all the way through, man. Just we know why. I want them to pull away. I want them to be 5-0 and somebody to be 0-5.
Love it, man. And listen, that is our pick'em game. That is our pick'em show for this week. I will say one thing, man. G got the best of us last week. Me and Tate being 7-8-1 and G being 10-5-1. He got the best of us. He has the crown. You see the numbers. You can definitely get at myself at Victorious52, and you can find me there on Instagram and at Twitter. Same thing with Tate at TateBoyFresh on Instagram and Twitter. G just doesn't have any socials, but that's what he does. Right. For myself, for G, and for Tate, we'll see you guys on Sunday. I'm telling you, it's going to be an action-packed weekend again. We out of here. Peace.